Well, hello everybody and welcome back, and today we're taking a look at DOS Machine 2.0. So, why did I rebuild the DOS machine? So basically, what happened was, after the last video with the DOS machine in it, I didn't use the machine for about 2 months, and so I came back to it, like 2 months later, and just turn it on and use it for something. Turned it on and it didn't post. It just turned on and gave me a black screen. And I didn't know what happened. So I started troubleshooting it, and I narrowed it down to the video card that I had in there. And it turns out that video card died, and had to, get rid of it because it was causing the machine to not post. Even the floppy drives weren't even syncing. So, and the onboard video couldn't get it to work for the life of me with Windows 3. With any sort of, I could get it to work with 640 by 480, 16 colors, and that was it. And honestly, I needed more if I was going to truly use Windows 3.1 for anything. So, it just kind of sat. It's still sitting, actually, not doing anything. I kind of stripped it for parts, actually. And I didn't get around to just recently rebuilding it, and this is what's in front of you now. It's kind of an abomination because I didn't have the parts I wanted to exactly build it, but I got some future plans for this, and this is just sort of the temporary machine. So yeah, let's get into this. So you might notice, if you watched my first ever video, which is really cringy, I don't really like that video anymore, but it's the most viewed video right now, so yeah. But this is the same computer from the Windows XP on minimum hardware requirements video. However, some stuff has changed, and so yeah, we'll get into that. All right, so on the top of the front of the case, we got a something speed CD-ROM drive. I don't really remember. I want to say 8 speed, although I could be wrong about that. Not really sure because I don't remember. It's got this sort of cool flap down door. If I can get it there. Yeah, it says a flip down door. It's everyone's favorite. So cool. Wow. Much flip. And got the same 5 1/4 inch 1.2 meg floppy drive from the last build. Same floppy drive, I believe, 3.5 inch 1.44 meg. Power button doesn't do anything anymore. Yeah, explain this in a second. But probably the most concerning issue, as you can see right now, 1, 2, 3. Why? I'm sure most of you know you can't really use the third floppy drive, or at least not technically. I know that. This is literally just here to fill the space because I lost the little cover plate that goes here for this case. Somehow I lost it and I cannot find it for the life of me. So I just stuck this dead floppy drive in there. It kind of works, but it gives read errors all the time. So it's just in there to, fill the hole so it doesn't look nasty and stuff. Then again, this computer already looks kind of nasty because this case isn't in the greatest of shape. Okay, so, yeah, remember how I said this power button doesn't do anything anymore? Yeah, the reset button is now the power button, and the turbo button still doesn't do anything except it's not even connected anymore. Also, the LED display also doesn't work anymore. So what happened to all the stuff? Alright, so yeah, what happened? Why is this do nothing now? Why is this the power button? What happened? What happened to this, man? What happened? So basically, the power supply kind of died on me. The original one. The one that's supposed to be the regular AT power supply. So you have this big clunky button here. It's supposed to push like the big switch in there. Basically what happened with that is I had stripped down everything in the case since filming the minimum requirements video, and so the parts kind of sat laying around and stuff. I'd been using the power supply for other things, and then like a couple days before I built this, I decided to test out the power supply because I'd done a modification to something and I wanted to test the power supply. So I plugged in the power supply, plugged in the thing I was testing. I was actually testing this because I'd resoldered the wires for this. Nothing I did should have caused any issues, but I turned on the power supply. This lit up for like a split second like that, and I just heard this horrible frying, crackling sound from inside the power supply, and I was just like, nope. So I immediately unplugged that thing, and it didn't smell bad, and the modification I did to resolder the wires to hook this up again should not have caused any issues. I didn't short it or anything. I just hooked up wire for wire, and it caused a short, or something happened. I don't know what happened, but coincidence, I'm guessing. But yeah, and the power supply does that all the time now, so I don't know what happened to it. Yeah. Oh yeah, also the power LED doesn't work anymore because for some reason I cannot for the life of me find where the power LED plugs in on the motherboard. I can't find it. It's not with the other LEDs. So yeah, the only LED that works is the hard disk LED. Also, the key lock doesn't do anything. Plus, I don't have the key, so it doesn't even matter. Alright, so here on the back we got the power supply. This is actually a modern power supply. We're going to take a little bit of a look at that later. Got a spot here for a fan mount. I believe this is like a 60mm or something. Don't exactly know. And then I got a 25-pin serial, 9-pin serial. I just undid them from the normal like PCI bracket, undid them and like popped out the little things here and just screwed them in because I was like, hey, look, nobody ever uses these ever. Let's use them. So yeah, up here you got, standard AT keyboard plug. Got the VGA port from the video card. This thing right here, this is kind of, for some reason the light is perfectly deflecting it, so you can't even see what it is. But I'm gonna go ahead here and reveal it. Yep, that's a compact flash card. Yep, this is the hard drive. Yep, that's a compact flash to IDE adapter. Yeah. Basically, I did this. This is an 8 GB SanDisk Ultra card. It's really shiny, so you're not going to be able to see it very well. But the reason I went with this over regular hard disk is, well, old hard disks are just annoying. Copying files over to this old thing was becoming a real pain. And with this, I can just pull it out, plug it into the compact flash card reader on my main computer, copy over whatever game I need to in like a second, and then walk here and plug it in and turn on the machine, and it's already there, ready for me to just go ahead and access it. And I don't have to do anything. I don't have to like, copy a bunch of stuff to floppy disks, and sometimes you have to split. Maybe you'd have to like split files across floppy disks, and oh, it's just a nightmare. You don't want to have to deal with that kind of stuff, or burn a CD, and then I hate doing that. And here we got 15-pin game port and the audio, all the audio stuff for the sound card. And well, let's go ahead and take a look inside. So yeah, you gotta unscrew it. There's no thumb screws on this because I don't have enough free thumb screws to be able to use this. So I got 6 screws, and the whole shroud sort of thing comes off. It's one of those cases. Come on, hold together. Come on. Oh, I did it. Alright, so my daylight is actually running out here, so I hope you can see everything okay. Looks fine on the camera to me, so I mean, yeah. So we got a modern power supply up here. This is by Coolmax. When I say modern, I mean like 2006-ish. It's a 500 watt power supply. I don't know how much I trust it, but it's like the best power supply that I have. 500 watts, it's mega overkill, you know, but it works fine. But, you know, the fan has kind of an issue. You'll probably end up hearing it later. So, yeah. So, you can see, great cable management. Really proud of this one. I promise I can do good cable management. Just old cases just have no space for cable management. I promise my main computer isn't this bad. So, you know, you got the drives up here. The floppy drives in there. Got the stuff in the way. Bunch of IDE cables, floppy cables, you know, stuff. So, again, daylight getting pretty thin here. Got CPU under there. I finally put a new CPU cooler on it because that old one made me want to hang myself because it was so noisy and I don't think it was even really doing anything. So it's good now. It's really quiet. Just the power supply is kind of loud. So this is gonna be kind of hard to see under all the cables, but our video card is truly probably the most unique thing about this whole build. It's a Voodoo 1000 AGP. Dumb choice? Yeah. Completely underutilized? Definitely. But it's the only thing I had. And it works fine, and it has Windows 3.1 drivers. You know, show that off later, but, you know, it's just, it works, man. I can't complain about it if it works. I mean, yeah. And so here is the compact flash card adapter. This actually isn't plugged into anything, it's just held in there by the bracket. The reason I have this one, I bought the one that has the bracket, is so I don't have to open up the machine every time. You know, I have to undo those 6 screws, lift the case off, then fiddle with the case to put it back on. It's a nightmare. I don't want to have to deal with that. So, yeah, this is just plugged in here. Here's floppy power. Yeah. And this in the sound card, it's the same Sound Blaster 16 plug and play. It's a 16-bit ISA card. You got the CD audio cable. And yeah, so there's really not much in here. The actual PC speaker died for some reason. That used to sit here. So I got a little piezo beeper from a different case that I wasn't using, and I like sticky foamed it up there, sort of behind these drive cages, and it's plugged into the motherboard in there. So that's about it for the internals. I guess we'll go over to the actual software portion of it, and hopefully you won't get seizures from the probably flickery CRT. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this on. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit loud because the power supply fan has some weird issues. I don't really know why, but it kind of is kind of loud. And yeah, there's gonna be some flicker because you know, it runs at 70 hertz in sort of DOS mode. This is, even though this is the BIOS, it'll do the same sort of flickering in DOS. I could switch over to an LCD monitor, but that's a pain, and I really don't feel like it right now. Hopefully it won't be too bad. I mean, you can still read stuff. It's not really seizuring inducing. So yeah, it loaded the auto exec bat, and now we're at the DOS prompt. So let's go ahead and show what our how our hard disk is set up here in terms of partitions. It's very similar to what I had the first time around. Primary DOS partition only allows you to use 2 gigs. and then extended is 5.5, using up the rest of the disk. As you can see, the disk is only detected as 7.6 gigs. I guess that's just how the BIOS is detecting it. That was the biggest I could get it, so as you can see, C drive is the main primary drive. It's where I store all the programs and stuff. D is the games drive. That's exclusively for games. You see each of these are 2 gigs except for the last one, because the last one just uses up the extra space. E, media, that's basically just where I store videos and music. Why, I don't really know. I pretty much just use it to demonstrate like MPX play and stuff. And then F is the, I call it something, because it's basically, I have it set up to be the swap partition or swap file for Windows 3, but it never gets used for that anyways, because I have 64 megs of RAM, so you never run out of RAM really. So yeah, so I think there is something else on F actually. Okay, I had like 2 setup disks for something and a disk backup thing that I don't really use. So what's on this? Okay, no, that flicker though. Okay, so I got some extra auto-exec files that I guess got left behind. I guess I gotta go delete those at some point. So you can run DOS Bench, which is sort of like a benchmarking pack made by Phil's Computer Lab that basically just lets you benchmark stuff. So we can do Quake here. So yeah, this is gonna run Quake, the time demo. This is at lowest settings, and I need to stop knocking the tripod. I need to stop that. As you can see, it's running fast because that's just how the time demo works. And you'll see the average frame rate here in a couple seconds. Yeah, so you can see 969 frames. Completed it in 21.2 seconds, 45.7 FPS. I hope to one day improve that. I did try overclocking this, and you know, I tried overclocking it, and you know, it had some improvement, but I was like, I don't really trust this, especially, you know, it's so old that I'm worried overclocking it might eventually like shorten its lifespan. Let's see, PC player benchmark is pretty intensive at 640 by 480. So yeah, this video is in 60 FPS, so you should be able to see all the frames possible. It's actually running better than I remember it running. It's almost done. 90%. Yeah, 21.8 FPS. I don't know if you can really see that, but it says down there 21.8 FPS. You know, that's not too bad. So we're just gonna exit out of this. It's just the benchmarking utility, that's all. So oh yeah, we got the DOS programs folder. I don't remember. Oh yeah, I got Quick View, MPX Play. Paint Shop is just some weird old paint utility that I have like on a disk somewhere that I just installed for some reason. I don't know why. And then Novert, that's basically just for Doom. I'll explain the use of that when we actually test out Doom. So why don't we go ahead here and try out MPX Play, even though I showed this in the last video, but yeah, I got the same album here, Duraga 1's Robots with Malware. Turn up the speakers. Yeah, it's an MP3 slash, well, it can play other files. It can play like FLAC and WAV and stuff. So yeah, that runs really good. There's no issues with that. I don't have any video files really for quick view. If I learn how to type, see, quick view. I don't really think I have anything on here. It's Alt D. I'm pretty sure there's no sort of thing. Video. Oh, I have this file again. Yeah. I hope that's not copyrighted. That would suck if this got flagged. Yeah, and I actually got the registered version now. I basically just ripped this from the DOS 7.1, like the China DOS 7.1 CD, so I could have the licensed version, so I don't have to worry about no time limits now. Yeah, let's not go to Windows just yet. So this is the games folder. I got a lot more games on here than I did last time. Again, because the compact flash card makes it so easy to just, you know, just copy games over, and I don't have to worry about it. Just makes things so much faster. So I got Paco Paco, showed that off in the last video. Mini Golf is a, I have the box here for it. It's this thing. The box is really squished up. It's just some miniature golf game. It's actually not bad, but it's not really, don't really need to show it. We do have Doom. I will do that at the end of the games section because I gotta run Novert. Scoop is some sort of point and click game that I need the manual for copy protection, and I don't feel like finding it. We have Jill of the Jungle, which is in here. Jill 1. That's correct. Oh, the flicker. Oh god. I hope that's not too bad. It doesn't look too bad on the camera. I mean, you can definitely tell it. Oh, that's right, it's like shift for some reason. You can hear that ad-lib sound, or actually Sound Blaster, I think is what it uses. Oh, am I supposed to tell you my name? Okay. Yeah, would you get the noisemaker? Yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. For that, we got Arkanoid, because I do have a PC speaker in this now. Or well, it's a beeper, but you know, it works. Oh, I'm already in the archive folder. I'm dumb. You can do CGA, but it looks nasty. EGA, mouse. Fun time working. So yeah, it's flickery again, but this game is really fun. I really like this game. I suck at it, but I like it. The best power-up. This is the best power-up ever. Just, you don't even need the ball at this point. Like, once you get the laser power-up, it's so much better. Let's see, can I finish this level? Yeah, I did it. Alright, I think a lot of you know how breakout style games work. So I got Flight Simulator 5 ? I think it's FS5, I think is what it is. Yep. I have to run this game in EGA mode because for some reason the VGA modes don't want to work. I don't know if that, I'm guessing it's something to do with the Voodoo card, but yeah. I don't really know how to play this. I just have this on here. It runs fine. Okay. Try Cards. It's like a card game that you can play over a network. Again, don't know why I have it. I have Tyrion and Tyrion 2000. They're pretty much the same game, so it'll just run the original Tyrion here. This is a very good shmup. Epic Mega Games. that flicker is really bad. Wow, the sound's really low. Load game. Options. I think probably the music got turned on. No, it's not. Okay. I guess it's just really low volume. Play next level. Yeah, this game's fun. Hard. But it's fun. Got that good Sound Blaster sound. Playing this with a mouse makes the game so much easier. That's kind of flickery. I'm sorry. I'm too lazy to get an LCD. Whoa. Oh yeah, killed it. This game's fun, but it's really hard. So I don't play it a lot. I should play this more. I have to say the graphics look really good. Some good SVGA graphics. This game looks better than like what it would have been like on an Amiga or something. Yeah, just quit the game. Quit. Alright. That's basically it for the games other than Doom. We can't forget Doom. That's the most important game, you know, for DOS. CD-DOS. Programs. And then I was talking about Novert. Novert utility. It's a DOS TSR that basically disables vertical mouse movement for some games, if I could remember how DOS works here. And basically, if you don't know how Doom normally works, normally moving the mouse forward and backwards would, moving the mouse forward and backwards, I'm trying to move it forward and backwards here. It doesn't move you forward and backwards when you have Novert enabled. So you can just move side to side. I have this set up to use WASD and stuff. So it plays a lot more like a modern first-person shooter now. It's just nice. It's way easier to play Doom like this than with with a just keyboard. Come on. Here we go. Gotta get the mega armor. Oh, I missed it. Yeah, but Doom runs fine. I mean, Doom runs pretty much fine on, a 486 DX4. And, past that, anything can run Doom fine. Yes. Okay. Yep, did it. Yeah, so I'm sure most of you know how Doom's like, but just to show it runs fine. Again, on the media drive, again, I have some MIDIs. I have the one album on here, and that's it. That's basically just to demonstrate, hey, look, music playback works on here. So we can go ahead and jump into Windows and rejoice. No more flicker. Oh god, that's loud. I had the speakers turned up way too loud. Okay. Alright. Alright. So you got Windows 3.1, got one of the default backgrounds going on, because it just looks super 90s, and I love it. So I got a lot more games on here than before. I got all 4 Microsoft Entertainment packs, you got the stuff. We got best game right here Remember the last video, I played this for too long. Oh no. I haven't played this in a while, so I'm gonna suck. Let's go. Let's have a Jezball tournament here. Tournament arc of this video is Jezball. Come on. Don't screw this up. I screwed it up. Yes. We're doing better. Already doing good. Come on, gotta make it. No. Come on. Ooh. It's getting close. We're getting close. Ah. Yeah, okay. That sucks. Okay, no, come back here. I want to start a new game? No. Alright. Yeah, you know, you got Chips Challenge and stuff. You know, everybody knows this game. Or at least I hope you do. If you don't, I'm really disappointed. Got Microsoft Arcade. It's just basically Atari arcade games that have been ported to the PC. Let me see here. We got Missile Command. That is too loud. Again, still way too loud. Yeah, playing this game with a mouse is like cheating. Yeah. Just the mouse makes this game really easy, at least in the first stages. Once you get to like level 3-ish, it's just no. Just, it's just hard, period. Oh no. No. Okay. Whew. We're getting there. We're making it. We're making it. We must save the cities. Can't let North Korea get us. No. 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 North Korea. They got us. I didn't mean for that to happen. Alright. And you know, you got Asteroids, Battlezone, Centipede, and Tempest and stuff. But, you know, again, you can look at those in other places. I got Encarta 95 on here. For some reason. I don't know why I installed this, but I did. Stationary Store, it's this random stationary thing, that disc that I had. After Dark 3.0 is screensaver thing. Not currently using it because I don't know why. I like my Flying Windows screensaver more. Got the Creative Mixer. Just came with the Sound Blaster 16. You know, you got your standard Windows stuff. Really nothing special here. Nope. No. Okay, no. I'm Windows 3, man. That confuses me always. Alright. So yeah, this is just File Explorer. Ooh, cool sounds. Those are some cool sounds. You know, you got the stuff. Nothing in the CD drive. Oh yeah, the CD drive is G. Because, you know, so many other drives that has to be set up for G. And you know, there's really not much going on here. Oh, I can show you the video modes, the display modes. So yeah, this is the driver for the Voodoo card. And as you can see there, I don't know if you can read it, but it says 3D-FX Velocity 100/200 display controller. So yeah, these drivers are actually meant for the Velocity 100/200, but for whatever reason, it just detects it works perfectly fine with no issues with the Voodoo 3, which I think is cool. Oh. So I have a bunch of monitor resolutions and stuff here. I can actually go all the way up to 1024, or actually, 1280 by 1024, but I find that to be a little bit too big. And also, I can't get the monitor to go up to 85 hertz at all, so it's always stuck at 60. It kind of sucks. So right now, I'm at 1024 by 768, at 64,000 colors, which, as you can see, very nice, very high quality there. And small fonts, okay. No, I don't want to, I didn't change anything. Why do I want to restart? Alright, so that's basically it for Windows 3.1. I don't have a lot of software on here because, I don't know, I just don't have much for it. And I guess that's about it for the software. Not much has really changed. I mean, it's just DOS. I got, you know, the standard DOS games that you'd expect to see. Got a typical Windows 3.1 installation, you know. It's DOS 622. And it's nothing really of note, honestly. It's mostly the hardware that's changed, honestly. So, I thank you guys for watching, and hope you have a good day. Bye.